Stimulus checks sent out to low-income individuals. Yes, you heard it right. Stimulus check will be sent out if certain condition arises. The fourth stimulus check update, $1,400 specifically focused on Social Security and the delivery dates of Social Security benefit payments. Today we have some exciting news to share with you about stimulus checks that are being sent out immediately to help those in need. The idea behind the mechanism to provide another immediate assistance to individuals without the need of the lengthy legislative debates or negotiation. Honestly, this is a great mechanism to save the economy when it needs the most. Now, the beauty of this concept is that it removes the uncertainties and delays associated with passing a new legislation. That sounds like an ingenious way to respond swiftly to economic challenges. And you might be right, but these automatic stabilizers would function as a defense mechanism, much like a safety net program, which are ready to deploy when needed. The main intention behind the stimulus money is to get quickly spent into the economy rather than saving it into the people's bank account. Now, the dynamics of the situation indicate that if economy continues to decline, there is a high likelihood of another round of stimulus check being issued. Hundreds and billions of dollars into the businesses, into economy through unemployed and the general public through stimulus checks. Various other reliefs are also taken, stimulus check, relief checks, rebates, as it forms a closed loop system to support the economic stability. Now, the dynamics of the situation indicate that if economy continues to decline, there is a high likelihood of another round of stimulus check being issued. The amount of the money provided by the stimulus check is determined by the severity of the economic crisis. Now, the beauty of this concept is that it removes the uncertainties and delays associated with passing a new legislation every time an economic crisis looms. And those stimulus checks are aimed to assist low-income individuals, including fixed-income beneficiaries such as Social Security, retirees, those including disability, SSDI survivors, SSI recipients, veterans, and RRB. And I completely understand that many of you are eager to learn about when those additional round of stimulus check will be distributed, as the need for the financial support is a pressing issue. Now, before we deep dive into all the details, guys, let me acknowledge the unique and challenging times that we are living through right now. It has been unusual few years, and realistically speaking, we can expect more uncertainty in the upcoming years. However, guys, before we continue, I'd like to express my gratitude to all of you for joining me today. If you are new here or haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment, do so. It's entirely free, and I'm here to give you all the latest information, keep you informed what's happening in the rapidly changing world and the economy. So guys, let me summarize the November 2023 payment schedule. On to the first of the month, all the supplemental security income SSI recipient will be going to receive their payments. So continue to check out 1st November, which happens to be landing on the first Wednesday of the month. Then talking about 3rd November, on 3rd of the November, all those group of beneficiaries will receive their social security benefits before May 1997. Do check out 3rd of the November for your fixed income benefits to be deposited. Then talking about the next important date, 8th of the November, if your birth date lies between 1st to 10th of the month, continue to check out 8th November 2023 for your fixed income benefits to be deposited. Then talking about the 15th of the November, so if your birth date falls between 11th to 20th of the month, continue to watch out 15th November 2023. Then talking about the 22nd of the November, that's when if your birth date lies between 21st to 31st of the month, you'll be going to receive your social security fixed income benefits to be deposited in your checks, mail, direct deposit, or bank accounts. Alright guys, so Congress has been diligently working on various bills, packages, proposals, initiative to address evolving economic landscape. Now, these efforts are encompassing a wide variety of measures, those including financial aid, benefit programs, and even raises. And the reason for the flurry of the activity is that we are witnessing a significant change in our economic landscape, and it's really crucial to understand what's really going on, what's exactly changing, and what are the opportunities that might be available for you. So now let's get into the heart of the matter. Now, many of you have been wondering why there is so much discussion about additional stimulus check. Well, the truth is that there is a growing sense of urgency among the people as they express the concern about the future. Analogies and metaphors are around with something like the current situation to storm the clouds onto the horizon. Now, you might have heard about those expressions recently in recent news articles and many of the stories. Well, the reason I'm highlighting this fact is that there is indeed something unusual happening. Some major changes are onto the horizon for the United States and our economy as a whole. So therefore, it's a vital point for the economy, and I wanted to emphasize that the catalyst for these stimulus check is not solely our collective efforts, like sending letters, making these videos, leaving voicemails asking Congress to provide financial relief, but instead the primary driver is the state of our economy. Yes, you heard it right. Particularly the jobs market, and here is where the things get really interesting. Now, you don't have to be actively participating into the jobs market for this to impact you. The unemployment rate, the labor participation rate, job creation, and the job loss, these are some of the metrics that do really matter most, and they basically tell us whether our economy is stable or in trouble. Now, up until recently, the unemployment rate has been remarkably low, which can be seen as a positive sign indicating a robust economy. However, there is a double-edged sword. Historically, a low unemployment rate leaves a little room for improvement, and the only direction they can go is up. And this is where some experts are expressing some concerns, suggesting that we might see unemployment rates approaching to nearly 7.3% in not so distant future. Now, why 7.3% is such a crucial number? Well, that's because when the unemployment rate reaches this level or even get closer to 7.3%, it triggers a response, and therefore Congress policymakers start scrambling to address the situation. They understand that such a high unemployment rate is a historically an anomaly, a concern, particularly when we consider last few years. Now, to illustrate this point, a few years ago there were some discussions about implementing automatic stabilizers for the economy, and these are basically the mechanism that would automatically trigger a stimulus check when certain unemployment rate threshold were reached. Unfortunately, these proposals were not enacted. However, they serve as an essential reminder that when the job market takes a severe hit, then government needs to step in very quickly to provide some kind of a financial relief to rescue the economy. And therefore, what we are experiencing right now is not the new normal. Even if it is, well, our economy goes through natural cycles much like an flow of the ocean. The unemployment rate plays a vital role in determining the additional round of stimulus check, whether this is needed or not. So we need to keep our close eye onto these economic indicators, even if you are not directly in a job market. If you see unemployment rate inching towards 7.3%, rest assured the significant financial support will be mobilized. Now, this is honestly fascinating topic that holds a significant implication for our economy by extension of our financial well-being. We have heard about those stimulus check and their critical role in supporting individuals during these challenging times. But I wanted to discuss today is the mechanism that could lead to the issuance of the stimulus check, and it's a concept that not many are familiar with. It's automatic stabilizers. Now, to illustrate this, let me take you back in few years ago. Back in the years when a group of lawmakers proposed implementation of automatic stabilizers into the economy. Now, you might be wondering, what are these automatic stabilizers? Well, essentially, those are stimulus checks which are triggered by a certain threshold when our economy reaches to a certain threshold when certain conditions are met. If specifically those conditions are tied to the unemployment rate, then stimulus check will be sent out. Now, imagine this. When unemployment rate reaches to say 5%, an automatic stabilizer kicks in and stimulus check is automatically sent out to provide financial relief to residents. Now, if the unemployment rate climbs further, let's say 5.8%, let's say 6%, another round of stimulus check will be automatically sent out to provide the financial relief. If the unemployment rate climbs further, then another stimulus check will be triggered as well. And this pattern continues as the unemployment rises like 7%, 8%, and so on. Well, the idea behind the mechanism to provide another immediate assistance to individuals without the need of the lengthy legislative debates or negotiation. Honestly, this is a great mechanism to save the economy when it needs the most. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds like an ingenious way to respond swiftly to economic challenges. And you might be right, but these automatic stabilizers would function as a defense mechanism, much like a safety net program, which are ready to deploy when needed. Now, the beauty of this concept is that it removes the uncertainties and delays associated with passing a new legislation every time an economic crisis looms. However, guys, here is a catch. While this idea was proposed and discussed, it never became a law. Congress did not take necessary steps to implement automatic stabilizers like this. So fast forward today, where we find ourselves in a rapidly changing economic landscape, and you see the current economic situation is far from stagnant. It behaves much like an flow of the ocean with its natural cycles. While some might say that we are into the best economy ever, it's crucial to examine details beneath the surface, what's really going on into the economy. Just because the experts on television claim that this is the best state of the economy, but that doesn't necessarily make it so. The truth is that the health of our economy is intricately linked to the jobs market. And when we talk about unemployment rate, it's not just about those actively seeking employment. It serves as comprehensive metric that reflects the overall health of our economy. Currently, there are approximately 180 million people into the United States participating into the jobs market. So that's roughly 63% of the population. Now, these numbers matter because they tell us the story of our economic landscape. And here is the intriguing part. Unemployment rate has been historically low, which can be seen as the positive sign of a strong economy. However, that also means that there is a limited room for the improvement, and only direction that the unemployment rate go is up. And that's where the concern rises further. Now, some experts predict that we might see unemployment rate approaching 7.3% in not so distant future. And why 7.3% holds a significant one? Because unemployment rate, when it reaches 7.3% level, it becomes a catalyst for the action. That's why the Congress policymakers do understand as a high unemployment rate is like an anomaly. It's like a clear indication that our economy needs the support quickly. So in conclusion, while automatic stabilizers was not implemented when initially proposed, they serves as a reminder, important swift response to our economic challenges. And economy is ever changing, and therefore we can't expect it to remain in one state indefinitely. So it's crucial to pay attention to the underlying metrics, keep close watch onto unemployment rate, as it could be the key indicator determining additional stimulus check. When it reaches nearly 7.3%, rest assured significant financial support will be deployed to stabilize the economy. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure to share this video, subscribe to our channel, make sure to hit that like, and this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.